Alright guys, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalam Nabina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wassabihi ajma'in amabad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, ngayon mga kaligtas, ating pag-uusapan ngayon ay patungkol sa working at height. Okay, ito yung interview na minsan or palagi natin ma-encounter, lalo na pag ang tinatanong ay about sa safety requirements or procedures with regards of working at height. So dapat kapag tayo ay sumagot, kailangan synchronize, proper proper sequence yung mga binibigay natin ng mga kasagutan during sa interview. Okay? So, ito po ang ating gagawin ngayon. So, before that, we need to define what is working at height. Okay? So, when we say working at height, means work in any place where a person or a workers could fall a distance that can cause injury or fatality. So that is the very accurate meaning with regards of working at height. So try to understand this meaning of or definition of working at height. So kahit saang lugar, okay, kahit saang lugar na pinagtrabahuan ng isang tao or isang worker na pwede silang malaglag in a distance or yung distansya na kung saan kapag nalaglag sila maaring magkukos ng injury or fatality. So that is the definition of working at height. Okay, moving forward. So ito yung karamihan na lumalabas sa mga interview. Dapat maging maayos with a good sequence or synchronize yung ating pagsagot kapag ang itinatanong what is the minimum safety requirements or procedures in working at height. So paano ba natin sagutin ito? Ganito ang pagsagot po. Dapat una, first you are going to mention the documents. After that, manpower or workers who are involved in working at height. Then equipment or tools na gagamitin nila, and workplace environment. So paano natin sagutin? Ganito po. The question is, what is the minimum safety requirements or procedures in working at height? First, sir, the minimum safety requirements or procedures in working at height. First, there is always a approved working at height procedure prior to execute any activity. There is approved working at height rescue plan, approved working at height risk assessment, approved working at height job safety analysis, and approved working at height permit. Okay? So, ganyan natin sinasagot. Kapag sinabi nilang sino yung mga nag-sign nito, of course, the authorized top management or authorized person. It's either from contractor and the client. Okay? Depende yan. Paano ninyo isagot yan. Okay? Next, sinabi natin manpower or workers involved. So, to continue your answer, after masabi ninyo yung working permit, then the person, sir, should be, or the workers should be having a train, or the workers should be trained, and he must know what are those hazards associated in the work, in a working at height, and having a medical test, okay, in order to know if he is physically fit, and give any interview if he don't have or haven't a fear of height. Next, all workers shall wear full body harness if it is required, especially when scaffolding is yellow tag. Assign competent supervisor to monitor all activities related in working at height. Then next, equipment. Maaring anong equipment na gagamitin niya? So sir, if they are going to use scaffold, okay, as a working platform while working at height, ensure the scaffold, all the materials are safe and free of any defects. The erector must be approved by third party. Then they should be apply tagging system like red, yellow, and green. And scaffold should be or shall be inspected by approved third party inspector or scaffold supervisor. And all access and egress must be free of any damage and obstruction. If using mobile elevated platform, sir, so the MAPE or the mobile elevated working platform must be inspected by third party and in good condition. And the operator must be certified by third party. Ensure working at height there is no nearby overhead electrical power line. Ensure working area must be barricaded in order to keep an authorized person away of falling objects. Install safety net to catch any falling objects if needed, pag kinakailangan. Okay? So, ganun ang pagsagot. Dapat naka-sequence po ang ating kasagutan. So, ulitin natin ha. So, what is the safety requirements or procedures in working at height? Okay? At least, masasabi natin minimum safety requirements. First, sir, you should have approved working at height procedure or working at height plan. We should have approved working at height rescue plan. We should have approved method of statement if needed, risk assessment for working at height, job safety analysis for working at height must be approved, work permit for working at height must be signed by issuer and permit receiver. The workers must be trained and they must know what are those hazards associated in working at height. The workers who are working at height must be having a medical test in order to know if they are physically fit to work at height and no fear of height. The equipment, maybe they are going to use scaffolding platform. Ensure all the scaffold materials are free of any defects, and ensure the one who erect the scaffold must be approved by third party scaffold erector. After erection must be applied tagging system like red, yellow, and green, and the scaffold must be inspected by approved third party scaffold inspector or scaffold supervisor. Then ensure the working at height is no nearby overhead electrical power line, and ensure working area must be barricaded in order to keep an authorized person away of any falling objects, and install safety net to catch any objects if needed. So, ganyan po ang dapat pagsagot kapag tayo ay tinatanong what is the minimum safety requirements or procedures in working at height. Okay, dagdag natin guys, the hierarchy of working at heights. Okay, we have a hierarchy of working at heights. So elimination, substitution, engineering, administration, and PPE. So dagdag kaalaman. So elimination, can we eliminate the need to the worker to be on the roof or work from below? Of course, it's very difficult to eliminate while the workers are working at the top of the roof or in the working at height. Okay? But not unless we will use more than one control measure could be the most effective way to reduce the exposure to fall hazard. Yan. Pwede natin magamit. Okay? There is different control we had. We can use substitution. Is there a least hazardous process? Or we can use engineering control, like provide complete structure of guard railings or guardrails, and then install anchor point so that they can move one place to another. Okay, and then we can put some administrative controls such as procedures, outlining, by giving a training to our workers to let them knows what are those hazards associated in the working at height. And of course, we can provide them a PPE like a fall restraint or fall arrest system. So the hazards while they are working in the rope or in below, which is having a kung ito ay mayroong tendency or possibility na ma-fall sila. So we can put guardrail, we can provide PPEs like fall arrest or fall restraint system and anchor point, or if they are in the ground and there is an open hole, so we can hard barricade and completely cover this area. So it depends the scenario. Okay, so yan ay dagdag natin. So dagdag pa natin, what are the hazards in working at heights? We have falling hazard, we have unstable working surfaces, lalo na when they are using scaffolding. Okay, kailangan magiging stable ang surface, at the same time compacted hanggat maaari, and adequate edge protection. So we will provide protection at the edge of working at height, like installing guardrails. Okay, maybe one of the hazard also falling objects, scaffold collapse, equipment failures, especially when you are going to use a mobile elevated working platform. So weather condition we need to consider as a hazard during working at height. Maybe there is a strong wind or sandstorm, so this is hazard for our workers who are working at height. Poor training, that is a hazard if our workers they don't have proper training with regards of working at height. Improper use of equipment, especially even the PPE, if they don't know how to use the PPE accordingly, so it is hazard for them. Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope may natutunan kayo sa ating munting kaalaman na ibinahagi sa inyo. And all I can say, thank you very much, and don't forget to like and share or subscribe, at para makagawa pa tayo ng mga maraming mga videos na matutunan natin, o mga educational videos with regards of safety, at maibahagi natin sa ating mga kapwa Pilipino. Alhamdulillah. Mabuhay ang Filipino Association of Safety Professionals Incorporated family, mabuhay kayong lahat, and mabuhay ang PASPE Training Consultancy Services. Maraming salamat. Thank you.